Heavyweight American matchup of 2023 event by Colton Dennis. The crowd is cheering. Hello everyone and welcome to another Blood Rumble pay-per-view, where tonight we have a ladder match in store for you all. And man, I can't wait for this one, said announcer number 1. Me either, because tonight we get back our Galaxy Championship that shouldn't have been defended. But Domino ended up being egotistical and defended anyway. But tonight, we will crown a new Galaxy Champion. And I can't wait for it, said announcer number 2. Well, I say we head to the ring. What do you say? Asked announcer number 1. I say, a new Galaxy Champion, said announcer number 2. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is a triple threat ladder match. And is for the Galaxy Championship. Introducing the challengers, first representing Blood Rumble, the Innovator. Next representing the Wild Bull, Demon. And their opponent representing Hatred Slam. He is the Galaxy Champion, the Legend, said announcer number 3. The Legend hands his title to referee number 1. Referee number 1 raises the title, then straps it to a hook. The hook is being raised. Bell dings. Demon quickly rolls outside of the ring, grabs a ladder, unfolds it, then turns towards the ring. The Legend runs, then dropkicks the ladder into Demon. Demon goes into the barricade, then he groans. What a dropkick by Legend, said announcer number 1. The Legend stands up, then looks at the Innovator. Both the Innovator and the Legend walk around the ring, then lock up with each other. Here's a strength test, said announcer number 2. The Innovator pushes the Legend into the corner. The Legend holds up his hands. The Innovator breaks the hold, then goes to punch the Legend. The Legend ducks. The Innovator turns around in the corner. The Legend chops the Innovator's chest. The Innovator groans. What a chop to Innovator's chest, said announcer number 1. Yeah, I think it echoed, said announcer number 2. The Legend chops the Innovator's chest again. The Innovator walks along the ropes, then he stops. The Legend approaches the Innovator, then bounces him off of the ropes. The Innovator reverses it. The Legend bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring. The Innovator lifts the Legend, then does a sidewalk slam onto him. The Legend groans. The Innovator covers the Legend. It's a ladder match, Innovator, said referee number 1. The Innovator stands up, goes through the middle rope, then goes to grab a ladder. The top of a ladder hits the Innovator's right side of his head. The Innovator groans, then falls onto the floor. Oh, Demon just used that ladder like a damn battering ram, said announcer number 1. I hope Innovator's alright, said announcer number 2. Demon slides the ladder into the ring, rolls inside it, stands up, then picks it up. The Legend slowly stands up, then turns around. Demon runs at the Legend. The top of the ladder hits the Legend's left side of his head. The Legend falls through the middle rope, then lands onto the floor. And there goes Legend outside of the ring, said announcer number 1. Demon sets up the ladder. Oh no, Demon's gonna grab the title. Then it'll be around a Wild Bull's competitor, said announcer number 2. Demon starts climbing up the ladder, gets to the top of it, then reaches for the title. Demon is almost there. Either Innovator or Legend needs to stop him, said announcer number 1. Demon grabs the title, then goes to unhook it. The ladder starts shaking. Demon looks down. The Legend appears shaking the ladder. Somehow the Legend got up to stop Demon, said announcer number 2. The Legend pushes the ladder. Demon falls off the ladder, then gets hung off the top rope. Demon just got hung off the top rope. Now could this be Legend's chance to climb the ladder, asked announcer number 1. The Legend sets the ladder back up, then starts climbing up it. Legend's gonna retain. Innovator, get up, said announcer number 2. The Legend gets to the top of the ladder, then reaches for the title. The Innovator slides into the ring, stands up, picks up a small ladder, then throws it. The small ladder hits the Legend. The Legend groans, then holds onto the ladder. The Innovator picks up the small ladder, then throws it again. The small ladder hits the Legend again. The Legend groans, falls off the ladder, then lands onto the mat. Legend fell off the ladder. Thanks to Innovator, said announcer number 1. Yes, come on Innovator. Climb and retrieve the title, said announcer number 2. The Innovator climbs up the ladder. Innovator's heading up, said announcer number 1. The Innovator gets to the top of the ladder, then reaches for the title. The small ladder hits the Innovator. The Innovator groans, then holds onto the ladder. The Legend slowly climbs up the other side of the ladder. Legend is back up, somehow again, said announcer number 2. The Legend gets to the top of the ladder, then punches the Innovator. The Innovator groans, sways on top of the ladder, then punches the Legend. The Legend groans, then sways on the top of the ladder. The Innovator reaches for the title. The Legend punches the Innovator. The innovator groans. Both the innovator and the legend continuously punch each other. A fist fight has broken out between both innovator and legend, said announcer number 1. Demon stands up, looks up at both the innovator and the legend, picks up the small ladder then throws it. The small ladder hits both the innovator and the legend. Both the innovator and the legend groan. Demon pushes the ladder. Both the innovator and the legend land onto the top rope then they groan. Oh, hopefully they don't want children. Because they won't be able to have any now, said announcer number 2. Both the innovator and the legend are hanging onto the top rope. Demon looks at both the innovator and the legend, smiles then picks up the small ladder. Demon has a plan, said announcer number 1. Demon throws the small ladder. The small ladder hits the legend. The legend falls onto the ledge of the ring, rolls off of it then lands onto the floor. Demon picks up the small ladder again, looks at the innovator then throws it at him. The small ladder hits the innovator. The innovator lands onto the ledge of the ring. Demon is now the only one standing, said announcer number 2. Demon holds out his arms. The crowd is booing. Who asked you people? Asked Demon setting up the ladder, starts climbing up it then gets to the top of it. Demon is gonna be the new Galaxy champion, said announcer number 1. Demon is smiling, closes his eyes then holds out his arms. He's wasting time. Which is a good thing, said announcer number 2. Demon opens his eyes then goes to grab the title. The innovator stands up, runs then pushes the ladder. Demon falls off the top of the ladder then lands onto the mat. Oh, that was a long fall for Demon, said announcer number 1. Yeah, but Innovator saved the match. Thank you Innovator, said announcer number 2. Both Demon and the Innovator stand up. Dam goes to punch the Innovator. The Innovator ducks. Demon turns around. The Innovator kicks Demon's stomach. Demon groans. The Innovator lifts Demon over his head. Look at the strength of Innovator, said announcer number 1. The Innovator walks towards the ropes. Demon is squirming then lands onto his feet behind the Innovator. The Innovator turns around. Demon kicks the Innovator in his testicles. The Innovator groans then falls onto the mat. Well, Innovator definitely ain't having kids, said announcer number 2. Demon is leaning against the ropes then looks at the legend. The legend is slowly standing up outside of the ring. Demon bounces off of the ropes, runs then does a suicide dive onto the legend. Both Demon and the legend land onto the floor. What a beautiful suicide dive by Demon, said announcer number 1. Demon stands up, walks towards the side of the ring, grabs a ladder then places it between the barricade and the ring. Demon must have an idea, said announcer number 2. Demon climbs onto the ledge of the ring, picks up the Innovator then sets him up for a suplex. Demon wants to suplex the Innovator through the bridged ladder, said announcer number 1. That's a smart idea, but you just go through it, Demon, said announcer number 2. Demon tries lifting the Innovator. The Innovator blocks the suplex. Demon tries lifting the Innovator again. The Innovator blocks the suplex again, lifts Demon then drops him. Demon lands face first onto the ladder then he groans. Oh, Demon just bounced onto the ladder, said announcer number 1. Well, maybe this is Innovator's moment, said announcer number 2. The Innovator pulls himself up with the ropes then turns around. The legend super kicks the Innovator. The Innovator falls onto the mat then he groans. Legend just super kicked Innovator's head off. And it came out of nowhere, said announcer number 1. I'm shocked. I didn't see that coming, said announcer number 2. Neither did Innovator, said announcer number 1. The legend is leaning against the ropes, looks up at the title, starts to walk then sees Demon laying on the bridged ladder. Why ain't Legend climbing the ladder? Asked announcer number 2. I think he has an idea brewing in his mind, said announcer number 1. The legend goes through the middle rope then climbs up the turnbuckle. He's heading to the top, said announcer number 2. The legend gets to the top turnbuckle then looks down at Demon. No, don't do this Legend, said announcer number 1. Domino runs down the ramp, climbs onto the ledge of the ring then pushes the legend off the top turnbuckle. The legend hits his head off the bridged ladder then he groans. Domino just screwed Legend, said announcer number 2. This is Innovator's moment. If he was up, said announcer number 2. The Innovator slowly stands up, walks towards the ladder then starts climbing up it. Innovator is heading up the ladder. Will this be his moment? Asked announcer number 1. The Innovator gets to the top of the ladder then reaches for the title. Demon slides into the ring then climbs up the other side of the ladder. Here comes Demon up the ladder, said announcer number 2. Innovator better watch himself then, said announcer number 1. Both Demon and the Innovator are at the top of the ladder. Demon punches the Innovator. The innovator groans. Demon reaches for the title. The innovator punches Demon. Demon groans. The innovator reaches for the title. Demon punches the innovator twice. The innovator groans, then goes down a rung of the ladder. Demon reaches for the title. Will Demon grab it? Asked announcer number 2. The innovator punches Demon's right side. Demon groans, then goes down a rung of the ladder. The innovator climbs to the top of the ladder, then reaches for the title. Will this be innovator's time? Asked announcer number 1. Demon pulls out some powder from his pocket. The innovator continues reaching for the title. Hey! Yelled Demon. The innovator looks down at Demon. Demon throws the powder into the innovator's eyes. The innovator groans, then wipes his eyes. Demon climbs up the ladder, grabs the innovator's head, then bounces it off the top of the ladder. The innovator is groaning, then goes down a few rungs of the ladder. Demon pushes the innovator off of the ladder. The innovator lands onto the mat, he groans, then rolls underneath the bottom rope. Demon had a trick up his sleeve, said announcer number 2. Demon looks up at the title, smiles, then goes to grab it. The ladder shakes. Demon grabs the top of the ladder, then looks down. The legend appears busted open, staring up at Demon. Demon shakes his head. No, don't do it. Legend, don't do it, said Demon. The legend lifts the other side of the ladder. Demon falls off the ladder, then goes through the bridged ladder. Oh, now that was a long fall for Demon, said announcer number 1. Legend is standing. I don't know how, especially with that cut, said announcer number 2. The legend sets up the ladder, starts to climb up it, then looks to his right. The innovator stands up onto the ledge of the ring. The legend climbs down the ladder, then superkicks the innovator. The innovator falls off the ledge of the ring, lands onto the floor, then lays motionless. Innovator might be out too, said announcer number 1. The legend climbs up the ladder. Legend is heading to the title. Get up, innovator. Demon, get up. Stop, legend, said announcer number 2. They're out like a light. And there's no one around to stop, legend, said announcer number 1. The legend gets to the top of the ladder, grabs the title, then unhooks it. Ring the bell, said referee number 1. Bell dings. Here's your winner and still the Galaxy champion, the legend, said announcer number 3. No, legend has retained the title. Now how are we supposed to get it back? Asked announcer number 2. We'll have more chances. Don't worry about that. Well, folks, said announcer number 1, being interrupted. Music is playing. Wait, what's this? Asked announcer number 1. The legend looks up at the stage. Pain appears running down the ramp, slides into the ring, then stands up. The legend looks at Pain. What's going on? Asked the legend. Pain is staring at the legend, kicks his stomach, then does a double arm DDT onto him. The legend groans, then lays motionless on the mat. What is Pain doing? Asked announcer number 2. Pain stands up, picks up his clipboard, signs it, then hands it to referee number 1. Referee number 1 goes through the middle rope, then walks towards announcer number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, Pain has signed his contract. So this match is scheduled for one fall. Is for the Galaxy Championship, said announcer number 3. Bell dings. Pain covers the legend. 1, 2. The legend kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. What? Legend kicked out, said announcer number 1. Pain stares at referee number 1 in shock, stands up, then waves at the legend. The legend is slowly moving, then stands up. Pain kicks the legend's stomach, then goes for a double arm DDT again. The legend runs towards the corner. Pain goes into the corner, then he groans. Legend reversed it, said announcer number 2. The legend continuously rams Pain in the corner. Pain continuously groaning. The legend walks out of the corner, looks at Pain, then runs at him. Pain does a back elbow onto the legend. The legend groans, then falls onto his knees. Pain jumps onto the second rope, looks at the legend, then leaps at him. The legend superkicks Pain. Pain is laying motionless on the mat. Legend just super kicked Pain out of nowhere, said announcer number 1. The legend is crawling towards Pain, then covers him. 1, 2. Pain barely kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Pain kicked out, said announcer number 2. The legend stands up, goes through the middle rope, then climbs up the turnbuckle. This will put the icing on the cake, said announcer number 1. The legend gets to the top turnbuckle, looks down at Pain, jumps off of it, then goes for a body splash onto him. Pain quickly moves. The legend lands face first onto the mat, then he groans. Pain was playing a possum, said announcer number 2. The legend continues groaning, slowly stands up, then goes to grab Pain. Pain wraps his arms around the legend, then rolls him up. 1, 2. The legend kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Pain almost had it there, said announcer number 1. Both Pain and the legend stand up. Pain does a back elbow onto the legend. The legend groans then walks away. What an elbow, said announcer number 2. Pain looks at the legend then approaches him. The legend goes for a super kick onto Pain. Pain catches the legend's right leg. The legend is looking at Pain. Pain spins the legend around, kicks his stomach then does a double arm DDT onto him. The legend groans. The double arm DDT connects again. Is this enough? Asked announcer number 1. Pain covers the legend then hooks both of his legs. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, said referee number 1. Bell dings. Here's your winner and the new Galaxy champion, Pain, said announcer number 3. Pain has done it. Pain is the new Galaxy champion, said announcer number 2. This is his second top championship. He held the global and now he's the Galaxy champion, said announcer number 1. Unbelievable, said announcer number 2. Well folks, we want to thank you for watching. Be safe out there and good night, said announcer number 1. Bye bye, said announcer number 2 waving. Pain is standing on the second rope then raises the title. The crowd is cheering. The end.